Still not spending any money. We got a game today. We're going to do a little packs, big post-com gameplay from current gen. Let's roll into it. If you're trying to build the best team in Madden, we'll head on over to instantmuckcoins.com to avoid the packs, save some racks. Link is in the description below. Use code CC now for 20% off.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Smoking in the mirror, I just practicing my wrist flick. I can settle for a quarter, real fast. Need a bare maximum. Word to Khalil Mack. More so ambitious. Oh God.
Hey, what is going on, Madden family? Welcome to another episode of No Money Spent. Today we're doing a couple things. I've been playing and practicing on current gen, seasons games and all that. I still playing Weekend League on next gen. And I've been recording some of the games, and I'm going to post one over here, and I think I'm going to post another one on the second channel. And this game that we're going to be playing today, it sort of shows, and it'll get some of my frustrations with how the game is. And some of that is the game, and some of that is me, right? It's just some of it's me. I'm not perfect, and that's okay. But we played pretty good, I felt like. So if you enjoy No Money Spent, hit the like for me. Let's roll. Let's get into this. I don't want to waste too much time introducing everything. So whenever we get limiteds, I will try a little bit here on the No Money Spent account. Normally a 95, right? Normally I'll buy 95 and we'll try the training rules for it, and not really be re-rolling stuff, but like hoping to make profit, right? If we pull the limited, that's amazing, right? If not, we get a card like that, I will go back through and I will sell it, right? I mean, why not, right? So this is my, and I'm gonna say method, but it's not a coin making method. It's just the way I do it, right? Let me try and make back my 150,000 coins, my investment here. That works very well, for sure. Again, if we pull players, I'm gonna sell the players. We pull jerseys, I'm gonna quick sell the jerseys, right? To try to get extra rolls here. And then I'm gonna show you guys the team. And then we are going to play or show you guys a game that I'm going to post-com. I like there we go. Jeez. Okay. I enjoy post-com in some of these gameplays because it's going to give you guys a better insight of me instead of me just pew, 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 etc. throughout some of the games. I enjoy this. Now, I don't really know if our opponent was a good player or a bad player. I don't know. I don't recognize all the gamer tags. Like I said, I'm going to have a game on the second channel. It might be a couple games actually. And I know everyone's like, you should post losses. Well, that one's going to be a loss, and I want to talk about it over there. In particular, we get a pink redux. Anyone, Tony? So yeah, there's going to be a loss going up on the other channel. All right, so you guys know. Wow, we're doing okay here. I know it was against an old familiar opponent. Maybe the best opponent I've played so far on my journey back to current gen, but I want to be able to talk about it more in depth. It's going to be a longer video. I mean, we're talking 30+ minute video over there as well. So if you guys like the long videos, again, not part of the No Money Spent series, just part of the just part of being a YouTuber. Okay, so our packs did actually okay. I think we made a little bit of profit. Here is the team, exactly how we used it over there as well. I didn't make any changes. I will be changing stuff up for Weekend League, but I wanted to show you guys the exact team as we have right here with our abilities, cutting him with 9. Still no route abilities, no one step aheads, no deep route KOs, none of that stuff. So this is the team. Let's roll into that game. We're going to talk through each and every part of it. Let's see how it goes. All right, we are here. So this is us loading up into the game, and my screen for watching the game is right here. Over here. So if I'm looking this way, that is why. I want you guys to understand that. That's not like I'm not looking straight at it, because my monitor right here is the game. So this was our opponent: Alex Smith, Marvin Harrison, Isaac Bruce. You see he's got route technicians and stuff out there. I understand why a lot of people have these abilities. The way I am playing on current gen Xbox One, PS4 is not the quote unquote meta. I'm still gonna run and I'm gonna play the exact way that I want to play, right? That's just the truth, and it's always going to be that way, right? I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not going to run man coverage. I'm not going to go to trips tight end or bunch. I'm going to run exactly what I run, and I'm going to learn how to make it work to the best of my ability over here. Okay, so we are getting the ball first here. So again, I'm obviously in New England for this game. I'm going to be running my Patriots. Still the guide from the beginning of the year on Madden Turf, right? Essentially, it's the exact same thing, which is crazy that to me, it is still good. Now, it does have some downfalls currently with the heavy man meta, but that's okay. You can make it work. So right here, he's doing 3-3-5 to 3-3-5 wide. Super popular. Everyone does it. We always check to see everyone's abilities, right? You got to know what you're going up against, whatever it is, whether it's for this guy, he's running some, some KOs out there. So, okay, we got to make sure. I want to see, does he have inside stuff, stuff like that. So again, we're going to, start out trying to see what he's doing. Okay, so he's probably, looks like he's going to be playing a lot of zone here. All right, which is fine. I from what I can tell, about half the games is zone and half the games is man. So we're going to be able to do some run plays against him, not constantly. Shooting the runs is way easier. It is way easier on this version of the game because of the game speed. Just super easy. One thing I noticed here that I've been doing is because the gameplay feels so much faster, I actually find myself when I'm running the ball, using the turbo trigger quite often. And right here, I don't even know how we fumbled that. It didn't feel like a big hit, but we fumble 6 and he celebrates into the end zone. And that is one of my things that it will irritate me to no end when somebody does that. Yeah, it's going to irritate me so much. You know the little meme, the guy sits up in the chair when he's playing games. You do that, that's me. I'm sitting up at that point, right? Because I'm like, what did you really do? If I would have like got blasted with a hit stick there, okay. But that one, it didn't really look like it, and even now looking at it again, it didn't look like it was the super clean hit stick. But is whatever, right? Can't change it. Can't go take 7 points off the board. Okay, we fight. We will continue. We will go. So down a quick 7 points here. And it is what it is, right? Frustrating, but you gotta move on. If you dwell on that, which happened in 2 minutes into the game, very rarely are you ever gonna lose the game 2 minutes in. Very rarely. So it's like, all right, let's get our feet back under us here. Nice little corner out to Kelsey there. Because what he's doing with his zone is pretty standard. A lot of times what you will see people run is a lot of sort of Mabel coverage as well. Now you will see one thing that I am doing on here that a lot of people aren't. I am using identifier. It is 1 ability point. That's sort of a carryover from next gen. I think it's really helpful to know where someone is because the user's so slow over there that you can really learn to pick things apart. Don't fumble there though. Should have fumbled on that one. What's going on? But because I have identifier, it's going to help me know obviously where he is and have an idea of what coverage he's running because people are creatures of habit. And then additionally, what it can help. And there's little minor zone and man tells, and a lot of the competitive players use it. It's not really my point to bring up something like that, but there are little tiny things you can get a different glimpse of without identifier. But with identifier, obviously if they're playing man, someone's going to be on the safety, right? So we get to 4th and 2 here. He's playing some good defense, honestly. But right there, obviously he's playing more of the sticks. Cool. All right, we'll take that. There's no double Mabel on that play. That's fine. With the way he's doing it, if he was going to do a double Mabel on that side, he would have to zone out the D end on the left there, which would be Ricky Jackson, or potentially, I guess, John Johnson, if he audibles down to 3-3-5 wide, right? So he's not overly doing all that. So again, if I see someone in the wrong position here, we can actually do something with it. And again, his user is not really in the right place. Again, we're just moving. We're 4 or 5, playing okay. End of the first quarter. If we don't get 7 here, it's still not the end of the world. We don't know what he's going to do on offense. Is he a good offensive player? Is he a bad offensive player? I don't know. We haven't seen him. We've played a full quarter. So the reason I hurried up here is just to keep him out of like 3-4 odd, so that we could potentially just, get in the end zone there. We get now to 3rd and goal from the 1. The fall forward, the trucking mechanics on this version of the game, obviously a little bit different. So he's got his inside stuff there, trying to double team him. He calls timeout. Pretty smart. Because if we double team the inside stuff, there's just one. We should be able to not have him Kool-Aid man us into the backfield, which is obviously the goal there. So as he shifts his line here too, like I don't hate what he's doing. He's playing good defense. Run defense is way easier over here. For sure. Like way easier. So just again, look and see, because he's got Javon Curse lit up there. And I was like, how does Javon Curse get lit up? But 4th and goal, we get stopped. Now, I will tell you this, from us getting stopped here, was it good defense? Yes, it was good defense, but it was also very bad offense, okay? And that needs to be known, that it was indeed bad offense there. I should have gone to something else. I should have gone to a heavier set, something that he maybe isn't as comfortable with, right? He comes out here with I-4 wing, assuming it's going to be stretch, and it is, and it's like, you've got to be kidding me. Am I really going to give up a 98-yard touchdown? Thankfully, we don't. I don't hate the call there, especially, and do you give him credit or do you not give him credit running away from the inside stuff? I don't know, right? Where does that fall? I'm not sure. Is that a good play or a bad play? Well, I mean, I think running the ball there is fine. You don't want to get safetied. But he comes out in strong close here. I've heard enough about strong close from other people, so we're going to be sending pressure, right? I haven't run strong close on current gen. I know it was a super popular for a long time. Maybe it still is, but just from talking to a lot of people who have played the game, I know, like, hey, blitz, user rush, do all sorts of stuff, get people out of it. It can be a real pain. So, okay, so then he's going to go to gun bunch tight end. Perfect. I know how I can defend gun bunch tight end very well. If you're curious how I'm doing it, you can just go see pretty clearly there. You know, he's throwing up prayers, just hope and chuck and pray and all that. So you can sort of see what I'm doing a little bit there if you want to learn how I'm defending gun bunch tight end. And this works on both versions of consoles as well. I will tell you that 100% it does a very good job against boot over and very basic stuff. Right here, you know, he's got the running back on the angle right there. We've got the spy. He rolls. He's probably waiting for that delay fade, which we are obviously going to be all over. We get the big sack. We get the ball back. Still down 7. He's had one positive play on offense and is up 7 points. I don't like that, but it is what it is. Maybe we should play better on offense. Maybe. We got down to the 1 yard line and didn't score. That's terrible. That's terrible offense. So we're just going to go back to doing what we're doing. I felt like we have moved the ball really well so far. Again, he's in zone, so I don't have to do anything too crazy. But you will see me at times mixing things up and doing things a little bit differently here. Right? Like just a nice little, like an easy route combination to bring his user down, because his user is likely the one in the middle of the field. What we do is we put the little option route in there just in case. Instead of using a curl route on the running back, we use the option route there simply because if it's man, it'll run an out route. If it's zone, he's just going to sit there as a curl, which is great because then his user has to pick. Who do I want to go after? Okay, cool. All right, make it easy. Real tight pass there, honestly. Way tighter than I thought it would be. And I feel like with how spread out his team is here, I probably should have run the ball, but we didn't. We didn't throw the ball away. Pretty good coverage. We might have had the corner right there on the right side of the screen with the tight end. But again, I need points. I need to guarantee points. Me getting the first down on 2nd and 4 and sort of pushing a ball in is not a good idea. Live another down. You don't have to get it right there. On 4th down, maybe you throw that ball. All right. So right here, again, we get him stuck here. We see that we could have thrown the route there. We just don't. Again, it's 1st down. I'm not going to take a big risk throwing the ball. Potentially get a bad throw on the run and or something along those lines, right? Just keep going. Don't make bad passes on 1st and 2nd down. It's no point. So right here, again, you kind of feel like it could be man. And here it's really not. He's not rushing a lot of people. So we'll just take the easy the easy pickup there. A little playmaker. Match coverage is on there, it looks like. So cool. Is what it is. We got plenty of time. We got 2 timeouts as well. So you can't really worry about it. Now he is getting the ball at halftime. So again, right here, we see him on the safety. So I start to think, okay, maybe it's man, right? Is it man? It doesn't really look like man there. But again, okay, we'll hurry up here again. And I have no problem taking the clock. I do not want him to get the ball back with any sort of ample time whatsoever. And we were going to throw what I thought was a really good pass, and it felt like the gunslinger was really, really slow. The ball speed did not get there nearly as quick as I thought it would. But again, that's a factor of playing the different consoles. On next gen, that is an absolute laser touchdown 100% of the time. Over here, the reaction time is faster for the players. They react faster, they move faster, so that's why it's not there. Okay, cool, right? Logged it in my head. I know that, right? That's something I have. That's one of the biggest things I have to get used to, and it's not something that a lot of people really truly think about. So again, we go right here and we throw that pass, and that gets intercepted, right? So at this point, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was mad, legitimately, completely, 100% mad. How does that happen? Now it is Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry's catching isn't very good. And I have no problem with the drop, but you can see here as he gets it and just drops it into Night Train's hands. Not even necessarily as part of the hit. Just the whole way it's gonna be a drop. If he got hit when he caught it and dropped it, fine. So he gets the ball again. We've turned the ball over at the 1 and in the end zone. Super good. Right here, he throws it up. Do we pick it? Of course we don't. Of course we don't give ourselves at least another chance. Why not? This is what I mean. This is a game where I feel like I'm playing against my most difficult opponent of the year. Electronic Arts. The fumble 6, I don't feel was warranted. The run plays, my fault. That play, could have gone either way. Should it have been a pick? I think that's an interception in that situation 1 out of 100 times, honestly. Now, Henry probably drops it 40% of the time. Again, fine. Just odd. So it's halftime. And we have literally moved the ball up and down the field, completely dominated. He has done absolutely nothing on offense. I don't even know if at this point he had positive yards for the game. I don't even know. So that's why I'm going to check. Like, am I wrong here? So it's 172 yards to 13. We've all had this game. We've all had this game where you are clearly outplaying your opponent. You are dominating every aspect of the game, essentially. And because of a play here or a play there, you're not, it's not that you're not winning, you're losing without ball. That's frustrating. It's frustrating. It happens, and it happens to all of us, right? This isn't just a me. I know this happens to you guys too here. So again, try to run. That time we're in the better defense. If we get that sort of shed another play, we get the safety or something there, but we don't. It's cool. It is what it is, right? It's cool. It's cool. It's fine. I have no problem with that. Because again, he's going to go to strong close here. Okay, cool. So let me set my zone depths appropriately. What I think he's going to do and what I'm going to try and do. And I'm going to try to user rush him here. Right? 100%. Because if I can't get it, I know I can sort of run out. And that's exactly what we do. Well, as soon as you see the play action and that particular play action where the running back goes out on the route, PA cross or whatever it happens to be called, you're gonna get home on that play. Like, you're gonna get home on that play unless he blocks them or does more. So 3rd and 19, then he goes to bunch, and you guys know what I will always say this about bunch. If you are not in bunch at the beginning of the game and you go to bunch at another point in the game, I don't feel like you have a very good bunch. Call me crazy. I don't think you do. I really don't. Prove me wrong. So right here, he's gonna make this incredible throw and catch it. My anger level was just rising here. What a terrible pass. What a horrible pass. I'm a firm believer that EA, and this will never happen, but the EA should implement a system where if you throw a covered pass, maybe call even double covered. Why not, right? When there is an open receiver somewhere, your chances of catching should go way down. Way down. I don't care if you got 3 X's, 2 O's, 5 Y's, and a Z under him. You shouldn't catch that ball. It's a bad pass. When you have open receivers and you throw to covered receivers, it's a bad pass. Regardless. I don't care if you catch it. Still a bad pass. Good result. Bad pass. Okay. So right here, he comes out in this for whatever reason. You know me. You know I am always going to be there. If you are going to try to attack the flat on me with those little table routes, it is not going to happen. That does not exist. If you guys remember from Madden 18, 19, 20, it does not happen. And again, now that we actually have a user again here, we can get that. We do pick six him right there. There was 100% the only place I was going. When I see something like that, I'm thinking that running back, if he goes out, if that running back goes out and you're not blocking him, he's 100% running a table route. All the time. All the time. Now, you could be wrong. There are definitely streaks. Someone could run in routes. You could run an angle route. But my mind is immediately going to set and going to run there, especially the very first time you do it. Just facts. Okay, so now we've tied the game up. And I'm still like, okay, well, what's he going to do? He's going to come back out in this again. Should I run immediately back out there to the route? That's an interesting question. So I'm positioning myself on the linebacker on the running back side just in case I need to go do that, right? I'm going to be watching him. And so this time I don't actually run all the way out there because I don't think he's going to throw it again. There's no reason for him to throw it again. Last time he got a pick 6 on it. So I think he's just going to ignore it as long as my user is indeed in the area. So that's why we leave it. Actually makes not a bad pass. Does drop it. The timing was really good on the pass. He probably should have caught it. But again, here we're going to go to bunch. Go to the flat there. Really good read, honestly. The first really good pass we've seen so far. So again, but being in bunch is you're not going to live by passing the running back at a bunch to the flat. You can't. But here, look at this. You can't see it here. He comes out in Trey Y flex with all tight ends and fullbacks. No receivers. No receivers, right? So I ran commit. He's not passing the ball here. Who does that? Well, I've never seen someone do it from that form. I've seen it in other formations and stuff, some tight formations. But when I see something so blatant, 0 wide receivers in a trip set, I'm going to run commit. You will see me run commit for sure. And we did, and we get the stop, and he punts. Honestly, he should punt. His best chance is me making a mistake. Honestly, on offense right now to win this game. Easily his best chance. What else has happened? I hasn't moved the ball a whole lot. So obviously hope maybe you get another fumble, maybe get a bad pass, or honestly maybe even a bad read, right? I am likely to throw it right at your head at some point in the game. So we're continuing on here, and I sort of have in my head like, how bad do I really want to win this game at this point? Because I'm not sure. But right there, that was beautiful. Oh my Lord. I hate that it wasn't a touchdown, but that was a beautiful playmaker up on the angle route. Once I saw there was nobody deep, and I don't know what he did. I think poor adjusting potentially, maybe a lot of man ups. I don't know. But once I saw that running back going up there, all I thought in my head was like, I am going to playmaker him up the field 100%, because it's a route. You can playmaker without playmaker. It will go up the field very well. It does a very good job, right? Especially when there's no one there. Again, unfortunately, it's not a touchdown. Is what it is, whatever. So again, we see him moving down here, and I'm like, he's got to be in man, right? He's definitely got to be in man. And I was hoping we were gonna be able to like use the delay fade there to beat man. Doesn't happen. We don't have edge protector or or anything on either side on this team, so we get yelled at. Totally fair, right? So again, here we will run with what we do, and we will throw an absolute laser to Tyreek. Not my favorite guy, but he gets open sometimes. And when he catches the ball like that, it's cool. I wish he would have scored. But again, so we're down inside the 3. the exact spot we were early in the game, early in that second quarter where we didn't score any points. But right here, he's not in 3-3-5 wide. So I'm like, all right, I'll run the ball against this. No problem, right? I know what is going to give it trouble and what's not. So, okay. He's probably going to change up. Let me change up. Let's go to a very heavy running formation this time. Again, I'm learning from my mistake that I made earlier in the game. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice, hopefully, right? So again, I see his user coming from the left. So we're obviously going to run it that way. Bam, 14-7. Very clinical and very, very important to see what happened right there. Like I said, early in the game, we got absolutely stuffed running the ball at the goal line out of Ace Twins. I'm not making the same mistake twice. So we came out in a play 26 duo in that case, not stretch, because a lot of people have stretch D. So I figured, well, we'll try this run. And he came out in a different defense. He came out with the safety on the weak side and he brought him to the middle, which means that the number now that we have the benefit going left, right? The strong side is only because of the receiver. So, okay, well, we'll run it that way. His user is probably somewhere in the middle. We're not running up the middle. We're running to the outside. Bam. Easy points, right? And it was even bad. It was even terrible run stick on the run by me. So we are now up 7. We have fought back and taken the lead. And it's shocking to me that we only are taking the lead now at this point in the game, but whatever. Who cares? As long as you win is all that matters, right? So he's going to come out here, strong close. And I'm like, okay. He's doing a little motion here. I've got a little Y trail on my mind that's probably something he's going to do. And honestly, I guess wide receiver out right there with the little out route. I don't dislike that. So again, I'm still going to blitz here, but I'm just going to use, I always want to be using the weak side linebacker here, especially with the threat of doing a Y trail or something along those lines. And he hits the flat, really good pass. There was no one over there. He could have completed that pass 100 times out of 100 with where my user was. I'm giving it away because I'm moving around a lot. Plus, he probably has at least a decent idea of our zone depths at this point. So right here, 1st and 10, 2-minute warning. He's coming out in this Trey Y flex again. With the receivers and fullbacks, we got Patrick Ricard as a receiver in the game. What are we doing? You know, you want to throw to Vern. Vern's a great pass catcher within the game, but some of these other guys, like this at this point is just poor, right? You trying to get extra run blocking here. We can't be relying on the run right now with the way that the clock is going to go down. Yeah, you've got your timeouts, but you're getting hit in the backfield and all of a sudden you're behind the sticks really bad. I don't like the play call. I don't like the formation. I don't like any of what he was doing there. So right here again, let's do what we're doing. I'm going over there this time. Bam. Don't throw the flat. You got me the first. This is clockwork every single time. You got me the first time, right? You can get me once. I will say this always. You guys can get me one time on a really good pass. And that's why I think you should sometimes save those really good passes if you don't need them. Hitting the flat super, super quick there on an early down is not necessary. It's not. It really wasn't. I was there and that was 100% where I was going. If he was seeing my user at all, can't throw that pass. Did it twice in this game and it's eventually, honestly, what has cost him the game. Simply that. If he doesn't make those 2 bad reads, he might still win this game legitimately. But in the end, we do clock out. We do get the first down and all that. I'm not going to make you guys watch that part, but that is it. If you guys appreciate this type of gameplay commentary, post-com, trying to give you my full insights and everything that's going on, let me know. I enjoy doing this. I love talking and breaking down Madden to this point. So I hope it is helpful to you guys. Hopefully, you learned something or 2 or 3 or 4 things. Who knows? Be great. Take care. I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.